Alright, hello there, my beautiful and lovely gamers. My name, as always, is Jono. Today we're talking about how you can win a game without actually landing a single kill, at least theoretically. This is something that ties in to the whole playing the objective part, but also far more in what is well, essentially, it's all about the whole, why does people jump off the map? Why do we die on the point? Why do we play certain stuff in certain ways? And so on. And why, a lot of time, you shouldn't actually go for kills. Why, in a lot of situations, or at least in some situations, it's good that you don't kill anyone. That just let them stay alive. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And this is something that I think is something that a lot of people don't think about or don't really do actively before mid-diamond and above. If you're GM, you should know this, even though I've seen GM players not completely understand this. Or, well, they know it, but they don't execute it. They execute it after I tell them that, hey, play like that, and they're like, of course, that makes a lot of sense, and they do it. And that's why I'm making this video, because a lot of people, you guys know it as soon as I explain it, but you haven't thought about it, or at least you guys don't do it in a lot of your ranked games, because I've watched a lot of you guys play, and a lot of people don't do it. They're afraid of dying. So, on the screen right now, you guys see that I have 6 people here. They're capping the point, and then these 2 came back. So these 2 might have died early, the Kree and the Genji, essentially they died maybe early, whatever. They went in, they got a lot of HP, they managed to get out. And what a lot of time happens now is that, right, that people start chasing these kills, right? Oh, we need to push, we need to kill them, right? While these guys are capping, so we kill these 2, we cap the point, then we rush, right? It's 2 free kills, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. However, that's bad in this scenario, and I've seen this happening too many times on 2 CPs specifically. Volskaya, Hanamura, and Anubis, this happens so much that people decide to chase kills like that. These 2 are very, very low HP. And the McCree is a little bit scary, he is. Because, right, his Peacekeeper, it does range damage, but this guy can one-shot her, this guy can one-shot her, the high Chansari can one-shot, easily one-shot, long as he goes gap, can dash reset and kill both, right? So not a real threat to our team composition. If there was a support back here, you should push this, because if there's support, they get healed back up. These 2 have to spend a lot of time running for health packs, and so on. And the good thing is, that these 2, while we are capping, we can now rush. And these guys can't do anything, right? I said, the Kree can't go up and flash someone, then he dies. The Genji can't dash into someone, then he dies. So they need to snipe from long range. If it was a Widow, it would be different, right? Because the Widow is good at keeping long distance and has the same damage potential with 1 HP as does with 200 in theory, right? Since she normally uses her sniper rifle. Not exactly, but in theory, right? She can still peek angles and get off a lucky shot or a good shot. Kind of similar with Hanzo and so, but these 2, for example, same if it was a Winston or a Reinhardt here, especially those 2, right? With Winston, we have Ryan here, right? These 2, it's the same. They can't really do much if they are very, very low HP, right? If they're incredibly low HP, then there's not much they can do because they need to be close, and if they go close, they die. So if these disengage the fight, if all of these are low, right? All of these 4 are low, and these guys don't want to push the objective, don't kill them. Just stay on the point, capture it, and if they want to contest, they die. If they don't want to contest, then you just run past them. You just run past them. If they then rushes you again, then you just wipe them halfway through, right? You get to here, they engage, then you kill all 4, boom, boom, and then you continue to rush the point, and then these guys are now respawning, right? And at that point, it's really good that you don't kill them, because they're staggering. Because what is actually a kill? Well, a kill is us getting 10 seconds without them, essentially, plus walk time, right? Because it's 10 seconds for a respawn, it's 13 if it's overtime. If you're interested in the whole, like, how you can get up to 18 seconds, so on, CarQ, a fantastic YouTuber, he made a video, which I will link down in the description, explaining respawn times a little bit more in depth, but that's essentially the rough one. If it's overtime, it's 13 seconds. If it's a random and normal death, it's a 10-second respawn, plus, of course, the walk back time, as always. So we kill people because it takes them out of play, it removes them completely, such as support players which can heal up, they should die, or if their support's alive, then we should kill people, because or else they will just restore them back up, because then we have a permanent death. But if they are no way they can heal themselves properly up, and they aren't a threat with low HP, like most DPSs, most players aren't really much of a threat as long as they're low HP'd, at that point, you can let them live as long as they're not playing the objective. Of course, if it's a full team fight, again, kill them, because at that point it's different. But if it's 1 guy or 2 guys and they don't want to play the objective, you don't have to kill them, because alone they're not doing a lot, and they're just essentially staggering themselves in your backline, which is good, because a stagger is the 10 seconds when you kill them, when they try to attack you again, when they're staggered again. As I said, low HP Winston leaps in, he dies, then he gets a 10-second penalty, plus whatever time he used not engaging, whatever time he used running around, just looking for health packs, or being scared or whatever, all the time that he's wasting there is time where he's not effective in the fight. The same goes for the Kree, the same goes for the Genji. The time that they are dead is 10 seconds, plus whatever time they use staggering themselves. So you staggering them is incredibly powerful and something that people should start using more. And also, don't stagger yourself. If they are about to capture the point, or the fight is lost and they actually capture the point, go on the point and die. Deal as much damage if you don't have your ultimate as possible. So for example, for the Genji here, that means a lot of time, shoot the enemy Reinhardt if possible, right? Headshot him as much as possible, dash through them, deflect a lot of damage, right click someone, build as much percentage toward his Dragon Blade as possible. But if he's low HP or whatever, don't run away. Don't be afraid of dying. You dying is just you resetting. It's 10 seconds off the map. It's much better to get 10-second penalty where you're not allowed to play for 10 seconds, not allowed to be active for 10 seconds, again, plus the walkback time, than you staggering here and then letting the enemy team push for free. Especially if you're the last one staggering, because we all know how staggers normally work in Overwatch, right? If our Ryan died late, staggered, then these 5 players are not going to wait for him, so they're going to rush in alone. Then we're going to start like seeing some people getting picked off. Then the Ryan is back, right? Then these people die again because they were low, right? And then they respawn, and then the Ryan dies, and then these guys rush again alone, and so on, so on, so on. So don't let yourself be staggered either. You need to remember that if the fight is lost, play the objective, just die, build your ultimate back up, and then reset. That's a 10-second penalty, and that's all it is. There's no more to it. 10-second penalty. You can live with a 10-second penalty if you can get healed back up, or if there's no reason for you dying. So for example, if this is Genji, I'm just going to delete all of these. If these guys are attacking at this point, right, and our Genji gets really low, right, he gets really low, like this, and for some reason the Ana can't heal them, or maybe the Ana is dead, but the fight is still winnable, right, then this guy shouldn't die in the point, because the fight isn't lost yet. This guy should maybe go for a health pack, get a health pack, if he has time, of course, which a lot of time you have. If you have time, for example, there's still Brig here, these guys are kind of maybe playing a little bit passive-aggressive, it's even numbers, so maybe you have a small advantage, maybe there's only 3 players on the point, there's 4 of us plus you, then don't just rush in and die, because then all of a sudden you just gave away one of your big advantages. Get a health pack, or play very passive-aggressive so you can get healed by the passive of Brig, and so on. That way, it's much better for you. For example, getting the health pack, the mega pack over here. That way, you're not staggering yourself, you're not dying too early and so on, because the fight is winnable. But if the fight is lost, like all of a sudden the Zarya dies, and then this guy dies, and then the enemy respawns, right? All of these 3 players here are dead now. Boom, boom. And then the enemy team is coming from behind, and you're like, okay, fuck, this is lost. Build up Dragon Blade as much as possible. Build it up, and then just die. Down the objective, get off the map. If you have your ultimate a lot of time, get off the map if it's not winnable, and so on. And at that point, you don't give ult charge, you die fast, you get the 10-second penalty, plus the walk back, and that's all you get. Instead of running away for a long period of time, and then, oh, you died, you did a 15-second runaway, and then you died, and now it's a 25-second penalty, plus the walk time, instead of just the 10-second, right? It's so easy, and it's so logical, right? Everyone understands this by now. Most people have probably clicked off the video. If you haven't clicked off the video, fucking tell me down in the comment section. Most people click off because this is incredible obvious, but so many people don't do this. They just die outside the point because they're scared of dying. Death isn't something scary in Overwatch. Death is a 10-second punishment, and that's it. That's all you do. You get 10 seconds off the map, and then you're back in the game. Anything else, staggering someone, is so much worse for you and your team and everything, because it puts you longer time. When you're low HP, you're not effective, and that means you're not getting ultimates, you're not getting kills, you're not being active, you're not doing anything, so you're just wasting time off the clock for your playtime, right? So that's really all I had to say. I hope that you guys liked the video. As always, if you do, press like, dislike if you didn't. Tournament stuff is coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, the stream schedule should be working sooner or later. I just really busy with school and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, I hope that you guys can take care of yourself. Please stay positive. I love you guys very much. My name is Joel. I always keep the enemy in your crosshairs.